Welcome to She Sells Radio. I want to talk with you today about calling in your next level of financial abundance. And it's different for each of us, but what I have found is we reach a level where we don't even let ourselves go there. We have this yearning for more, this vision for more, this desire for more, and yet it can be a story that you have of making yourself wrong for wanting more. It can be limited beliefs and conditioning that, well, that can happen for other people and not for me. And so we don't even let ourselves connect with that desire in a really powerful, intentional way. And so, what I want to do today is empower you to really connect with that next level of abundance that you're calling into your life. And it's different for everyone. So, if you listen to the podcast for any amount of time or followed me for any amount of time, you may know my core sweet spot, I think, is really helping women go from the multi 6 or 7 figure mark. So for the purpose of today, just because I'm all things 50K months right now as we launch 50K Club again, I'm going to talk about 50K months, but that number may be very different for you. And so I want you to really hone in on what is your next level of abundance, whether maybe it's a $5,000 month, maybe it's a $10,000 month, maybe it's a $50,000 month, maybe it's 100, maybe it's 1,000,000. I don't care what the number is. Everyone's in a different place on their journey. And you know what the number is for you because it's what you keep thinking about. It's what drives you. It's what motivates you. And I want to, not that you ever need permission, because you don't. You're the only one who can ever give yourself permission for anything in your life. But if any part of you has felt like you needed permission to dream and to go there, permission granted. Okay, permission granted, because today on the show, we're going to energetically connect with that next level of where you're going. And so, if you're in a place where you can close your eyes and almost take this as a guided visualization or meditation, you can. If you're driving, don't do that. You can still go, you can still go there and think about it this way. But either way, I want you to just really envision that you have just achieved whatever this goal is. So it's your first month at this level. And I want you to envision that you are looking at your bank account and you're seeing the deposits that have come in to get you to this financial goal and to this level. And I want you to check in with how you feel. Check in with how you feel as you look at that number. What does that number feel like in your body? Really connecting with that emotionally and energetically. How expansive do you feel? Do you feel, I know for me, often it's like an expansion in my heart center. It's an expansion in my stomach, sometimes my gut area. But how does that feel in your body? Take that in. I want you to also notice, and we're going to get specific here into some details because this is actually how you'll start to create this in your life. What are you wearing in this moment as you notice that you've just hit this number in your bank account? How are you dressed? And how do those clothes make you feel? And now I want you to think about, who are you celebrating with and how? Is it that you're going out to a really, really beautiful 5-star dinner with your friends, your loved ones, your partner? Or are you finally booking that trip to Bora Bora that you've wanted to take, or that trip to Paris that you've wanted to take for so long? And what is that like for you to tell others, hey, I want you to come celebrate with me. This just happened. I want to have this experience with you for us to celebrate together. And I want you to notice now, how are you upgrading your life? How are things changing in your life? What is your living situation like now? Are you living in the same home or has it shifted? What kind of car are you driving? What kind of wardrobe are you wearing and how does that make you feel? And I want you to think about, what is life like now for your family? For virtually every client I work with, their desire for more, it's not just about them. Actually, I can say for every single client I work with, it's not just about them. It's about shifting things for the people around them too. So how is your family benefiting now? Is your partner empowered to leave their job if they don't want to be there anymore? Are you able to get better schooling for your children? Are you able to travel more comfortably, more frequently, have more experiences with your family? Are you able to buy that home for your parents that you've always wanted to buy them? What is life like for the people around you? And how are you living now? How are you showing up? How are they showing up? How have things shifted for them? You know, when we step into more, I talk about this a lot, but it's true. It is a double blessing because the people around us, their vision expands too for what's possible. So how has the mindset shifted of your family? How are they growing? How are they benefiting? And then I want you to really hone in on, how are you contributing at this level? How are you giving? How much are you giving? Where are you giving to? What causes pull on your heart that you love supporting? That the thought of writing a $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 check to those causes just lights you up inside. And then you think about the ripple effect of that in the world and how the recipients on the other end of that contribution are benefiting. How are their lives changing? Are you bringing on more people into your team? So team is benefiting, whether it's hiring a housekeeper, whether it's hiring a personal chef, hiring an assistant, hiring a personal trainer, hiring a more expansive team for your business. Who are those team members that you so desperately want to bring into your life that you know not only is it going to help you because it's going to get all the things off your plate that you don't love doing and that aren't a good use of your time anyway, to free you up to be more productive. But also I want you to think about the blessing for the team. How is their family benefiting now that they have this increased abundance in their lives and the opportunity to help you and work with you? What does that look like for them, for their children? And then along the lines of contribution, I want you to think about your impact in terms of visibility as well. So how are you showing up more powerfully in your life? How much more visible are you being? Are you launching a new podcast? Are you writing a new book? Are you going on bigger stages? Are you leading more at work? How are you stepping up and being more visible, confidently bringing all of you to the surface and leading by example, unapologetically, unashamedly, and powerfully? And what does that look like in your life? And then the final piece I want you to really tune into is, who's benefiting from this? Who else is benefiting from this? Your family's benefiting. Your friends are benefiting. Your team is benefiting. The people and causes you give to are benefiting. And who else? You know, when you're earning more, when you're bringing in more abundance, it means to some extent in almost every case that you are serving more. You're helping more people. You're showing up more powerfully. You've gotten out of your own way and decided my mission, my calling, my desire for service is bigger than any sort of limiting beliefs I may have about showing up, getting on calls with people, doing the work. And so who else is benefiting as a result of you stepping into this next level? How many clients have been served? How has their life shifted? How have their families' lives shifted? And as your audience has grown and the people who follow you has grown, and when I say audience, maybe it's online, it could also just be in your sphere of influence. As that has grown, how are their lives shifting? Because you decided to step up and say yes. So remember, the financial result is just the result of you doing those other things. And as you tap into this, I want you to feel the level of connection that you have with everyone on the planet. Seeing that ripple effect pouring forth from you, where it's not just about you hitting this level of financial abundance in your life, although that is a blessing that you get to receive and you get to enjoy. And the lives that are impacted, the destinies that are shifted, the healing that happens across the planet, truly, when you do this, because we're all connected at a level. That is really, really powerful and really, really profound. And just sealing in this visualization with the feeling. How does it feel to be so connected? How does it feel to be so in contribution? How does it feel to be so expansive? How does it feel to be able to say yes to what you want without looking at the price tag and truly make decisions based on your desires, not based on what you think you can afford or what's quote unquote reasonable? How does it feel to be led by desire and to say yes to that in every area of your life? And to help elevate the level of consciousness and thinking of everyone around you, your clients, your family, your friends, your network, so that they can do the same. How does that feel in your body? And just breathing in what to me feels like gratitude. That level of gratitude for the calling, for your mission, for your purpose, for yourself, for saying yes to you. And knowing that you're always, always, always so supported as you go for your next up level. So, my friend, I hope that spoke to you today. I hope that served you. And I want you to know that anything you can envision for your life, any desire you have, it's literally there because it's for you, not for somebody else. Not that other people can't have the same desire and manifest the same desire in their lives, but it's there for you. You wouldn't have the desire if it wasn't something you were also able to experience and meant to experience in your life. And so I think it's time for all of us to stop doubting our vision, stop downplaying it, stop watering it down, stop saying, I'm okay if it doesn't happen. I'm okay without it. I'm okay. Not that you're not, because again, when we do the inner work and we feel whole and we connect with what really matters, there is a level of true peace with everything in your life. So that's not what I'm saying, but if any part of you has been downplaying, saying it doesn't matter, saying it's not going to happen for you, it can happen for somebody else, but not for you, I want to invite every one of us to really drop that story. Because when we do that, we cut out possibility. We cut out God. I firmly believe our desires are God-given, God-inspired. It's not by accident that you have this vision. And now, as you've connected with it more, I hope you see a little bit beyond just the blessing to yourself of how many other people are going to be benefited and why it's so important for you to follow through on this vision and let it happen in your life. So I'd love to hear from you what spoke to you most about this visualization, this meditation, what you connected with most, what showed up for you. I'm at Elyse Archer on all social. And I also want to invite you, if you are feeling called for more and you're ready, you're a woman who's really ready to step into that next level of financial abundance in her life, go check out the 50K Club, ElyseArcher.com/50K Club. We are enrolling this month. We've got some of the most amazing women from around the world participating. And it really is about you saying yes to that vision now, not saying, oh, another time, not saying, oh, I'll do it later. It's for her, not for me. No, really claiming it for you in your life now, because remember, if you can have the desire, if you can have the vision, it's meant for you. And it's not that it's meant for you years and years down the road. It's no, you can start actively creating this now in your life. And the only way it won't happen is if you don't say yes to your dreams, is if you prolong it. So you can go check that out. Apply if you feel called. We'll hop on a call. I personally speak to every woman who's applying for that program, ElyseArcher.com/50K Club. And regardless of what came up for you today in the vision, regardless of what level you're going for, I want to just encourage you on your journey. Come back to this often. Come back to this if you need to reconnect with it, if you need to feel the feelings, if you need to remember why on the hard days, why you keep getting up and showing up for yourself. Come back to this again and again and again. I love you so much. You're amazing. I'm grateful for you. And I'll see you on our next episode of She Sells Radio.